and start out with wheel recipes. And this is my 30-day review of the NuWave Jubilee Smokeless Grill, also known as the NuWave Jubilee Double Grill. And at this point, I've already put out a good number of cook videos. I've done an earlier review where I went through all the functions, all the features, and a test cook and so on, testing all the heat and all that stuff. So in this review, it's basically a summation of my time using the product to let you know my thoughts on it, let you know how I feel it compares to other cookers, and just to give you an idea of how this cooker does. Now the first thing I will just point out, just for those who may not have seen the other reviews, the earlier review, although you definitely should watch that, is that this cooker, if you know anything about the old George Foreman grill, this one has a similar setup, but it's like a modern high-tech version of that. Basically, it's got a top and bottom grill plate, and you basically put your food in, and you can, basically set your food between the plates and let the plates press and heat it really fast. But this one kind of goes to another level because you can adjust these grill plates up and down to, basically, if you don't want to have it right on the food, you can have it above the food and have one just kind of above the food and one below it if you don't want things just pressing. It's also got like a meat probe. You can do a preheat. You can do precise temperature settings. So you can use precision with your temperature settings. You know exactly where your temperature is set. With the meat probe, you can set food to cook to a specified temperature. You basically can also do things like keep warm and other features. You can also adjust how much heat is coming from the top or bottom grill plate. Let's say you want the top grill plate to just be 400 degrees, but you want the bottom grill plate to only be 350 degrees. You can do that. You can adjust what each grill plate is heating to. So this offers a lot of versatility. It does drainage through the back of the cooker, so there's like drain through the back for any grease. Now I want to point out that this is just an indoor smokeless grill. It's not a convection toaster oven. It's not an air fryer. This is a grill. Think of it as a smokeless indoor grill, and that's what this was designed to be. And when you're cooking with this cooker and you cook something where both grill plates, top and bottom, are actually touching the food, it can cook faster than most any other cooker that I can name. It can even cook some things like, it can cook like burgers from frozen and such, and other things super fast, like turkey burgers in 5 minutes, burgers 4 minutes. It's super fast. I do preheat before I use it though, so there is the time to preheat. It only takes a few minutes for it to preheat. Really, usually just under 3 minutes sometimes to preheat. And then, it's ready to just knock some stuff out. But the closer the two grill plates are to one another during a cook, the faster it cooks. You can cook foods that you wouldn't normally grill in this indoor grill. But basically what's going to happen is, let's say you want to cook a chicken pot pie. Yes, you can cook a chicken pot pie in here. And basically what you would do, you would just take the top plate and put it up high so it's not pressing down on it. And you can cook like a frozen chicken pot pie. But whenever there's something that you have to raise the top grill plate so that it's not touching the food, it takes longer than it does in other cookers. Like a frozen chicken pot pie may take about 30 minutes in an air fryer. In this cooker, it's going to take about 33 minutes. And that's with the preheat. 33 minutes of cooking time after the preheat. It takes about 10% longer in this cooker because when the top plate's not touching, it can't cook as fast. Also, if you do something like trying to heat like some frozen fries in here, and you keep this top plate up because you don't want the top plate smashing your fries and possibly malforming your fries, basically it's going to take longer because that top grill plate is higher. It's going to take longer, and the fries basically come out kind of soggy. This is not, made for doing your air fry type work or anything that you would normally do like an air fryer for. You probably want to use an air fryer. You want to use this basically as a dedicated like grill. When you're cooking small foods in here, you want to try and get them as close to the center or as well centered in the grill plate as possible. That's the way it basically does the best heating things fast. Just put the small stuff right in the center and try and get the grill plates right on top of it. If it's something big, then you can spread it across the entire grill plate and get those grill plates on it, and it'll cook even big stuff up pretty well. And it gives some real nice searing. I mean, it's great searing on both sides, no need to flip. Now you can cook things like bacon in the NuWave Jubilee. There'll be a future video of that. But basically when this cooks bacon, it cooks it very well. I mean, it does a good job cooking bacon. The only issue that I found with cooking bacon here is that although grease and fat drain to the back of this cooker, it's not like an air fryer or like the NuWave Primo grill where the grease is falling straight down totally away from the meat. Here, even when it's draining back, you still got some grease that's still, staying on the plates. And so what ends up happening is that your bacon's basically getting grilled in that fat and grease that's dripping off. It's still, being taken into the meat of the bacon some. So your bacon is saltier, kind of like you would get from more like a frying pan or something type experience. I want to point out that this cooker is a great sandwich press. If you like just paninis or pressed out sandwiches, I mean, this is my go-to for any types of sandwiches that I make now. If I make a sandwich, it's going in this to, press that sandwich. If it's something like, let's say I have a sunny side up egg and I don't want to put that in the press, of course. So, I might just grill the toast in this and then use that with the sandwich with like a sunny side up egg and, whatever other toppings I want. But it just does a great job making pressed sandwiches. Although this is a smokeless grill, depending on what you put in it and depending on the oil you use, you may see some smoke come out, but I'll tell you, I've used even like extra virgin olive oil, which has a low smoke point, and had this cranked up to 475 degrees Fahrenheit with both plates cooking. And while some smoke may come out, it's never been a whole lot. It's never been a billowing of smoke. It's never been a problem with my smoke alarms. I've never had a smoke alarm go off one time using this cooker. Never had my house getting full of smoke from it. It handles any smoke that is created very efficiently. And so this definitely gets an A+ for smoke management. You might at times sometimes see steam coming out, sometimes you might see smoke. Depends on what you cook, but you'll smell, and be able to tell whether it's steam or smoke. But either way, never a problem. Probe cooking works very well. You've seen how I've done like bratwurst and like a full tomahawk steak. You can do big or smaller things in here with the meat probe, and it turns out really nice. The meat probe is really precise. It does a great job doing those probe cooks. Unlike the old Foreman grill where you didn't necessarily know when your food was done, you can know when your food's done here, and it shuts off right when it reaches that perfect temperature. So it's not like you're using a separate meat thermometer and having to catch it yourself to see when it goes over the temp. With this, as soon as it reaches the temp, things shut off real nice. This is a very quiet cooker. It doesn't make much noise at all. The only thing that you will hear is once you put your food in it, the sound of your food grilling. The loudest thing is basically the sound of your food that's grilling. So very quiet as far as its noise level. Cleaning this cooker is very easy to do. I fully detailed it in my earlier review video, but basically one of the things that makes it easy is that these plates, you can just pop them out just like that. You just pull them out, and basically when you take it out, you can clean the plate, and when you clean it, then you can put it back in. You can do a similar type thing with the top one, and there's some other details in my earlier video about how you can like take these handles off. You can, get all up in the back here and basically clean it all around pretty good. But it's really easy cleaning as far as the cleaning of cookers go. In my experience with all the cookers I've, cleaned and had to deal with over time, this one is a very easy one to deal with. If there's excess grease, it comes through the back, and you can just, dump that out in your trash and that excess grease and just clean the grease catcher. Very nice as far as the cleaning is concerned. The only thing that you've got to be careful of, which I pointed out in my initial review video, is that when you're pulling this up, this handle goes up pretty high. If you have cabinets or something, you need to make sure that you account for that. And I've got full measurement details in that earlier initial review video. Okay, at this point, I'm going to do comparisons with other cookers. And actually, this is going to go kind of quick, but I do like to be able to read what I've made notes for to make sure that I get my information accurate from what I recall and what I know of this in comparison with other cookers. And so I want to start off with comparison of this in the old George Foreman grill. And some of this I've said earlier, but this is just, way better than the old style George Foreman grill because it has the meat probe, it has the adjustable top and bottom grill plate temperatures, It's got adjustable grill plate height, precise temperature control, and if you have an old model George Foreman grill, I totally recommend upgrading. Now, compared to like convection toaster ovens like the Power Air Fryer Oven 360, also known as the Emeril Lagasse Power Air Fryer 360, the NuWave Bravo XL Smart Oven, Cuisinart Digital Air Fry Toaster Oven, those types of cookers, there's not a fair comparison between that style of cooker and this style of cooker, because this is just a grill. It's better, you know, than any convection toaster oven could ever do grilling, but those are like more multifaceted cookers. This is just a grill, and it's a great grill, and it can definitely beat any of those when it comes to grilling. Because, you know, with this, you're going to get pressed on both sides. You're going to get your nice sear marks as well. So this is the perfect indoor grill in my opinion. Compared to like the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite and other air fryer oven types, again, there's no real fair comparison. These are just two different types of cookers. Those have things like rotisseries and such like that, but this is just the better grill. And compared to basket air fryers like the Philips Air Fryer Double XL, again, it's not really a fair comparison because this is just a grill. Something like a Philips air fryer is just an air fryer. And so they're two totally different types of cookers for two totally different purposes. You probably could try and do some air frying in here, and I don't think that it's going to be necessarily to your liking. You know, it probably can do it, but it's probably not going to do anywhere as good as your air fryer or your air fryer toaster oven or even your convection oven. You know, use those for your air frying. Think of this as a devoted grill. Compared to the NuWave Oven Pro, again, not a fair comparison. The NuWave oven is a classic multi-cooker, and this is just a fabulous grill, so it knocks anything else out the box when it comes to being a grill. Now, compared to the NuWave Primo grill oven, which is a grill but also an oven, for me the NuWave Primo grill oven is still the best all-around cooker of them all, but the NuWave Jubilee is the better grill as far as grilling. So when I want to just do grilling, I break this out. So the NuWave Jubilee is the perfect, wonderful indoor grill. It's not the air fryer, it's not the convection toaster oven, it's the grill. So when you're thinking about a great indoor grill, this is it right here in my opinion. And so, you know, you can try and make it through other things, but you're probably not going to be, like I said, you're not going to be as happy with the results. It's probably going to take longer in some cases. Use this as the grill. And so basically I am at a point right now where I am basically swapping the cooker I'm using depending on the meal and what I'm going to eat. You know, if I want to grill, I'm breaking out the NuWave Jubilee. If I want to air fry, I'm breaking out the NuWave Brio. If I want to do, you know, just some multi-type cook or something that's really big, I'm breaking out the NuWave Primo. And so with that, seeing all that I was breaking out, I was like, well, you know, I wasn't using my great baker, the NuWave Bravo XL Smart Oven, so I've broken that out. And you'll see some future videos using all of these cookers because I've broken back out my NuWave Bravo XL Smart Oven, and I'm using that as my great baker because that's the great baker. And, you know, as I always say, I'm not in any way associated with NuWave. It just happens that I like what they're putting out, and they're putting out great stuff. And compared with, you know, other stuff that I've done here, and you've seen other cookers that I've used here, still NuWave to me is getting the nod as far as their cookers are concerned. So you'll be seeing me use a lot of different various cookers that I just mentioned. Also, you know, I've got the Emeril Lagasse pressure cooker air fryer duet. Be seeing some of that. The Amazon Smart Oven's on the way. You'll be seeing that. So there's going to be a lot of action going on this channel with a lot of different cookers. And so basically a lot of toys, a lot of fun. So hope that you'll all enjoy it with me. You can find basically recipes for this and other cookers that I use on this channel at superwaveovenrecipes.com. You can also get to this YouTube channel anytime through waveovenrecipes.com. Twitter and Instagram, also Wave Oven Recipes. Any of these cookers that I use, I put some of the referral links in the video description box of the video so that you can, you know, if you want to support this channel, you can do it that way. You pay the same price you always pay through Amazon, but you basically help this channel because they have it set up so that referrals from me, you know, get a bit of a cut. Also, you can always go to amazon.com/shop/waveovenrecipes have like a full online shop area there of everything that I usually use. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell please, and good eating.